Hello everyone, Dungeons and Dragons. That opens up next week. I saw it early, and this is my review. I'm not sure. I like the characters a lot, and the photography, and just the scenery, and the music that comes along with this. It all blends in perfectly. The costumes, even the actors, you can tell that they had a great time putting this film together. And even the CGI was really good. It just, I was entertained, especially at the opening. And I'm not going to spoil too much, but the opening scene has a prison. It shows a prison. So you can guess from there whatever's happening. But from that scene to the next scene, and what they did is they got into their characters really deeply. I'm not sure if I liked it or not, because they got in all the characters very deeply, where I'm thinking they could have left some mystery for some of the characters. And if there was ever a Dungeons and Dragons 2, they would do the other one or two characters they missed in the first movie. It just made the movie longer than it needed to be. I felt that I was playing the game, not really watching the game. So if you've played Dungeons and Dragons, you're having fun playing it. So it's a fun movie to play, but you're watching the movie and you're not rolling anymore and all that, and it lacks something. Like, this movie lacked something, and I can't figure it out. So I wasn't even going to review it, but because I saw it early, I figured I would get it out there. The critics seemed to like it. I could see why. Great acting. The story, to me, was just long. Like, this movie could have been an hour and a half. And it could have been really fast-paced, done. I don't know if this is a movie I'd see again. Even so, I was very entertained with it, and I did laugh. And they had they started to swear, and they said, no. So it was kind of like, the swearing jokes were kind of funny. There was a few other jokes that were thrown in there that was kind of funny. Chris Pine made the movie. He was really great in it, and his cast members were. Is it worth to see in the theater for the scenery, for the action, but you're just gonna feel like you're there too long. It's gonna have a feeling of, I'm getting bored, and then all of a sudden something happens and you're not bored, and then you get bored again. So it should have been shorter film, made its point quicker, a lot going on. And it was I enjoyed it, but would I watch it again? That's what I have to think. Chances are, if I forget a lot about it, I'd probably watch it again. So it's not a movie I'd constantly go back to, like Indiana Jones and Star Wars. And also, too, Dungeons and Dragons used to be a cartoon back in the day. And that cartoon would have made a great movie. These teens were at an amusement park and went on a roller coaster, and it took them into the dimension of Dungeons and Dragons. And they had all these adventures because they're trying to get out and staying alive. And the cartoon was incredible. It lasted 3 years. It was in the 80s, 82 to 85, I believe. That's the type of movie I would have liked to have seen for Dungeons and Dragons. Like people getting lost in the game. That, to me, but maybe they can't do it because they did that with Jumanji, but they did it with Jumanji with a board. This here, it was in the cartoon, it was a roller coaster. And they made out some other Dungeons and Dragons movies, the 2001, that I actually did like. A lot of critics didn't like it at all. So they did make a Dungeons and Dragons in 2000 and some other low budget ones, but the 2001 was one in the theaters. So check that out as well, if you haven't seen the 2000 version of Dungeons and Dragons. And the funny thing is, I wasn't sure if this was a remake or a sequel to that movie as I was watching it, because there was into little Easter eggs here and there. If you pay very close attention, there's some references to the 2000 movie. So I was like, I don't know. Go and see it. I know you would enjoy it, but you might feel it's too long. Alrighty, that's my review, everybody. Check out my others. Sign up or subscribe. Do whatever, and stay creepy. And bye for now, everyone.